It's your boy Davidoff. Welcome back to Movie Monday, where you watch me review a movie. As I watch it, I might change it up next year to just me doing a sit-down review video after watching it instead of doing it during. It's just that I do it during because it's easy to remember all the details. But I might do like a review style. But I think it's better anyway. It's more organized. But yeah, the reason you never see the actual movie I'm making a video on is because obviously there's copyright. So I could do like, you can react to a movie or a show if the footage is less than 10 minutes. So like 9:59 is okay, but think about a 2-hour movie or a 3-hour movie cut down to 10 minutes. That's a lot of editing. And I can tell because I react to a Japanese superhero TV show called Ultraman, right? And they're 25 minutes long, 22 minutes long actually, without the adverts, right? I find that's hard to cut down to 10 minutes, and that's only 22 minutes long. I can't imagine myself trying to cut down like an hour-and-a-half movie, a 2-hour movie, a 2.5, a 3-hour movie. I can't imagine myself reacting to a whole movie, then cutting down the best reactions to 10 minutes, and also making the movie footage make sense because it's got all connect as well. It can't just be random like reactions at like minute 1 and minute 45. It's got to actually be cohesive, and it's got to be within 10 minutes. I'm just like, it sounds like a headache just thinking about it. And then there's the other option where I can just sit there for 2 hours or 2.5, 3 hours, however long the movie is, just sit there with a camcorder that's watching me and just react to it. But you would not see the movie, you would not even hear the audio, you would just see me reacting to it with headphones on with a timer on the screen telling you where in the movie I am. That's also a lot of effort, but not as much effort, but a lot of rendering effort for my computer. That's for sure. Not that they can't do it, but you've got to think about, oh, there's the camcorder, then because the camcorder is not great audio-wise, so there's the microphone, and then the video of me, and you've got to sync it all up. And then I got to make sure the timer's correct, and I got to click play at the right time so the timer's right. It's just, it sounds like a lot of hassle, that, and just to consider like no toilet breaks, because if I pause it then it's harder to edit the timer. So it's like there's all sorts of headaches there. But yeah, I also feel like, because I used to actually do that. I did it for Infinity War, Logan, and a couple other movies I think, where I just sat down, reacted to the whole thing, I had a timer on the screen, and a couple of them got a lot of views. But like, I looked at the comments and likes and dislikes. The ratio was like pretty even. There was a good amount of likes, but also dislikes are quite high as well, which is quite, you know, for me that's, you know, it's just like, okay, that kind of tells you it's not really that good a video anyway. And then the comments didn't really seem that great either, so I'm just like, so I did stop doing them, even though it was a good idea at the time. But maybe I could bring them back, but I don't know if it would work, because it didn't work before. It worked in terms of views, but not in terms of like likes, interactions. They weren't really well received. You know, they got a lot of views because they were big movies that people were searching for reactions to. So it's like, I don't know. I'd have to bloody hire if I was rich, I'd hire an editor and I'd get it all done. But yeah, that's why I'm kind of jealous of all the channels that can do that. They react to these movies. They have the thing on the screen, and they have the time to edit it. Unfortunately, I do not. But it is what it is. I spent 4 minutes here not talking about the movie we're on about, so let me introduce that. So there's 3 2023 movies that I haven't watched yet, that I want to watch, before the end of the year. They're sort of like a substitute now for Christmas movies. To be honest, for Christmas movies it would have been like Elf, Home Alone, National Lampoon, and Jingle All the Way, things that I've seen already. Last year I did watching Christmas films for the first time. Year before that I did Home Alone, Elf. Probably would have been the same. If there was like something new for Christmas, not something new, but something I haven't seen before that I wanted to see, I would have done it. But yeah, I'm still going to watch Christmas movies this month, but in December I'm going to watch Christmas movies a lot. Just not for Movie Monday, so just so you know. So the end of the year is going to be either a Hollywood movie or an Ultraman movie, which we love watching on this channel. Of course, the main thing on this channel is the Japanese superheroes named Ultraman. Anyway, yeah, today is not Ultraman. Today is, I've got 2 other movies on my list, The Killer and Another one I won't mention yet, but it's 3 hours long, and I'm excited to watch it, but there's no time tonight, but I will watch it at some point. This one is called 1001. It's well received. I heard it's good. So a mother who loses her son to foster care, she kidnaps her son from foster care and tries to live a normal life in New York City. That's as much as I know. But it's well received. It's been recommended by a few people. So I'm just like, okay, let's see what they got. But yeah, it sounds interesting. Kidnap a child, hide in New York City, which probably has a lot of surveillance, and try and live a normal life. I wonder where this will lead, because obviously there's got to be a story to make it a 2-hour movie, so I'm very intrigued by this. Oh, it seems the mother was in prison. Interesting, that's literally explaining the start of the movie. So I've watched an hour, there's an hour left. It's very interesting. It's about a woman who's trying to turn her life around, but she's not very mature herself, and she's trying to raise a son who, well, she was in prison, and yeah, she made this impulsive decision to take her son back and go on the run a little bit. His son, sorry, my bad. Her son wanted him to, her son wanted to go with her. Like, he wanted to be with her, but he was also panicking as well, because he, even though he's just a kid, he kind of realizes something's wrong and everything, and he's panicking. So yeah, it's interesting to see those scenes. She finds a friend. Her friend's mom is not a fan of it, but she finds a friend to stay with, to start with. And yeah, she tries to make a new life somewhere else in New York, in Harlem, instead of Brooklyn. She reunites with an old flame who was also in prison. And she wants to try and make a family life out of it with him and her son. And yeah, it doesn't just stay with the son as a child. Like, the son grows up. He's applying for a tech school like many years later, and also she's married that man as well who I was talking about, who's also a convict. And yeah, it's like it starts off, it's just a little kid, but then it escalates, and you just see how her life changes, how her son's life changes over time. So it's interesting. It's a full-on drama, a lot of dialogue. But yeah, so far it's an interesting movie, but I'm intrigued to see how they can end something like this. Okay, so I had wondered how they would end this film, and I was quite surprised. So there is a big twist about his mum, his mum, she's literally the main character, but there's a big twist about her, and her son finds out a big secret about her at the end, and it just blows everything out of proportion. So that was very interesting. There's just a point in the film, like the whole film, yeah, there's bad things happening to her and her son, bad things happening in general. She's trying to raise her son properly, you know. She doesn't want to be the same person who abandoned him, went to prison, etc. And she's trying to be a good mother, but a lot of obstacles come and go. But towards the end, the problems just come one after the other. She can't catch a break. And then a big secret's revealed, and it's really tragic. But also, I'm just like, okay, it kind of makes sense actually, but at the same time, it's just very tragic. I have so many questions. I even googled some questions like, wait, so who is? I can't say because I don't want to spoil. It's still a new movie, but yeah, it was good. It was interesting, and I'll give it an 8 out of 10. So yeah, I'm looking forward to now watching The Killer probably next week. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and goodbye.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you